Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to this weekly energy update for September 25th through October 2nd. Now, of course, today we have the new moon in Libra that is at its newest. And last week we did cover that in that weekly energy update. So if you want to check out more about this Libra new moon and how you can use your new moon wishes, be sure to check that out. The playlist for all the weeklies for September will be at the end of the video, so you can check that out. Now, at the end of this week on October 2nd, Mercury exits its retrograde. Yay! And we move into the post-shadow time, which is a time for us to review what did we learn about our communication and like how we want to be communicated to and how we communicate with others. During the Mercury retrograde, it's a lot of that reflection on those types of things in our life. So for this video, I'm going to pull cards for each individual zodiac sign, and we're going to just ask that. What did we learn about communication, even our self-talk, possibly during this retrograde? So we're going to jump into your specific sign right now. All right, Sagittarians, this is your weekly energy update, and we're going to start off pulling a card here from the Blue Messiah reading cards. And all of the cards I use in a reading, I do list in the description box below, so if any of them catch your fancy and you want them for yourself, you know where you can get those. So let's take a look here. And we're going to see what's the first message that Creator and Spirit would like you to know around what you learned around your communication during this last Mercury retrograde. So for all of our Sagittarians, what would you like them to know, please? All of our Sagittarians. All right, it is going to be this one. And you have the Golden Treasures, card number 12. It's a beautiful, bright card there. We'll put that right here. And we will see what energy comes in here around communication for you. So there is a quote by Joseph Campbell that says, "The cave you fear to enter holds the treasure you seek." You can embrace many lessons during the course of your life in order to overcome cyclic patterns of suffering and find peace, contentment, and happiness. These lessons are the golden treasures of your soul. Although challenging, they enrich your spirit with greater perspective, awareness, wisdom, and expanded consciousness. These are the treasures that you carry through to the next stage of conscious evolution. So stay conscious, dear one, as your spiritual lessons continue to unfold before you. By being conscious of the patterns in your life and viewing the experience from a higher perspective, you are better able to understand what in you is attracting that cyclic experience. With every challenge, it's important to find the hidden treasure and reflect on how you can grow from that experience. The answer that is revealed to you is the treasure you collect for your soul's next incarnation. Remember, you can choose to hold treasures such as strength, compassion, and gratitude, or hold on to emotions that decelerate your soul's growth. Stay conscious, dear one, of the treasure you carry for your journey home. And the chakra that this is involved with is the heart chakra. And an exercise that they give you, a recommendation, it says, pick up a rock or a stone the size of your hand for every experience in your life that weighs you down. This could be unresolved feelings toward others, perhaps someone from your past you haven't forgiven or feel resentments towards. Now carry these rocks with you throughout your day. How do they make you feel? And the affirmation for this card says, I embrace the experiences in my life that allow me to grow and expand. So this is saying that during this Mercury retrograde period, you did have these golden treasures that you learned about your communication, the things that would impact your communication in a, I don't want to say negative, but just not as a higher vibrational feel to it. They feel like rocks that weighed you down instead of feel like feathers that were light, right? So I do feel that you learned a lot and have a lot of treasures that you are bringing out of this Mercury retrograde. We're also going to pull from these energy oracle and see what else they'd like you to add, or like to add to your message here around your communication. All right, so what else for our Sagittarians, please? All right, they do want this one right here. Do you have the man holding a heart, the heart chakra, right? Can't make that up, right? So that's perfect. We'll put this here and we'll see what else they want you to know about this energy. This is about a masculine energy dealing with family, love, and emotions. And, you know, regardless if we're male or female or how we identify, we all have divine masculine, divine feminine energy. So this masculine energy, this representation here sits with flowers all around, holding a heart in his hand. For a man, this signals a greater clarity about emotions and their purpose in life. There could be a more balanced approach to family and love at this time, even if these have been confusing experiences for you in the past. This card also could signal the presence of a new masculine energy in your life, one who tends to be more thoughtful and aware. Whether or not this man is a love interest or a friend, he brings a high intention to help where personal projects, family, or home issues are concerned. So these golden nuggets that you had, this is you, that you've learned this. You've learned this new way, a more thoughtful and loving approach with your heart around situations in your life. And this is you basically sharing from your heart instead of from your mind. So I love this opening of your heart and of your heart chakra here, because we also have the Naked Heart Tarot that we're going to use and see what else they want you to know about this aha inspiration, this beautiful new golden nuggets that you learned. So for all our Sagittarians, what else would you like them to know? Okay. And what else, please? Okay. And these three. Okay, that's all they want. So we'll do these three and these three, and we'll start off with the one that showed itself, which is the Eight of Pentacles, all about moving on up in the outside world, how you relate in your worth to the outside world. And it's kind of like graduating from an apprentice into a master role, or graduating from college and you're going into your master's degree, or can be moving up in a relationships. It's this movement up to a next level. It's like you've been doing all the work, and now the next step is for you to go to this next stage of it because of all the work that you did put in here. So that makes sense with what we've been talking about here too, right? All these golden nuggets, the stuff that you've been doing, it's like, boom, now you're ready for this higher awareness that comes in through all of this. Yeah. Because here's the Earth Mother, also known as the Empress in the Standard Tarot, Mother Nature, Mother Nurture. So you did learn that focusing this beautiful energy on yourself and nurturing yourself it's like you gave yourself love first, and then that is where the tree is blossoming from. This change that's happening is because you started from the inside out, and you realize that you can't change from the outside in. And so you are bringing this energy, bringing this awareness in for yourself and others. Yeah, because here's the Heart of Pentacles, which would be the Queen of Pentacles, which would be almost a mirror of the Empress in a way. They're very close cousins because she's all about sharing the heart, sharing her heart. Yeah, because we were talking about heart, right? Well, here we go, Heart of Pentacles. And she shares this beautiful nurturing with the world. So they both very much nurturing energy. So divine feminine energy coming in here too, which helps this divine masculine feel the feels and share emotion with the world, share their heart with the world. Yep. because here's a giant heart that's been heartbroken in the past, which the Three of Swords I call the expectations card. And this just shows that when you were looking outside of yourself for your validation, for your love, for your definition, whatever it might have been, it comes back disappointing, because those three areas, those three swords that we're told to look for our emotional fulfillment, our mental fulfillment, our worth fulfillment, whatever it might be, it's disappointing because it's relationships, it's situations like job, education, social status, and things, our bodies, our bank accounts. Each one of those is disappointing because they are unstable. Relationships, people change, or they pass away, right? Situations never stay the same. We all know that, right? And then our bodies, our bank accounts, our possessions, they break down, they deteriorate, they're stolen, they burn down. So we learn through this external search for love that we're disappointed enough that we turn inward. And that's where we find this love for ourselves first. And then once you fill up with it, you become this chalice. You fill up with all this beautiful love, and then everyone else gets the overflow. Whereas before, you almost feel like you're this barrel that you're donating away. You allow people to plug in way down in the barrel, and so they're sucking the life force out of you, it feels like, and you're not enjoying it, right? Because you just feel like you're a blood bank for a vampire. Instead, you cut off all that stuff, you fill up first, and then everyone else gets the overflow of that. And then you don't feel resentful, you don't feel exhausted like you did before. You feel joy, you feel wholeness, completeness instead. And then you have the Five of Wands. So Five of Wands is a change of your energy, because Wands is like your drive, your ambition, your inspiration, just your overall energy. And the Five of Wands, it kind of starts off here looking like a whirlwind of fire, which normally feels like conflict in the beginning. And so there is this fighting, like a kung fu movie when it first starts off. And, just out of nowhere, it jumps into this battle, and you're like, what is going on? And they're like trying to kill one another. And you're just like, oh my gosh. And eventually there's one person left barely standing, the other four laying on the ground, just exhausted. And you're like, what is he going to do next? Is he going to kill him and finish him off? What's happening? And then they all start laughing. And you're like, wait a minute, what's happening just now? They help each other up, and they all walk back to the monastery and have a meal together in the meal hall. And you're like, oh, so what started off feeling like conflict and like this energy that was related to fear, these were people who cared about one another, who loved one another, who were helping each other improve their skills instead. So you do have this energy change that happens as you realize, and you find this love inside. You realize, oh, all this energy of all this stuff that I felt was going on in my life was happening for me, because it was really from higher souls who love me, even though those characters may not have seemed too friendly. The actor behind those characters, this powerful, supernatural, eternal spirit beings made of unconditional love, are behind every one of them, helping us learn and to grow and understand more about ourselves. Oh my gosh, you can't make this up. This is a specific special card only in this deck, and we're only talking about the heart here. And you got the actual naked heart. And I leave this book out specifically for this because I love reading this from the book. It says, I radiate at a pure vibrational level, calling in all that I need at this time to stay in alignment with my path. The universe is highlighting my gifts and asking me to trust myself and my intuition. And as I listen to what my heart needs, my natural essence comes forth to be nurtured, and I innately connect with my calling and my purpose. Holy moly. Comparing myself to others does not serve me and will only knock me out of my flow. I was given the exact proportion of amazing, otherwise I would not exist. My path may not always feel easy, but it will feel right. When I shine bright, I am the spark to someone else's light, and I inspire others. Crystal recommendation for this is Aqua Aura Quartz. And there's this Luna moth at the top here. And so this familiar here whispers to you, you are brave and beautiful. Fly out of the darkness and into the light. So I love that. How perfect is that to end the reading here? So I do love that during this time you have learned so much about who you are and about the access to this nurturing that you've had. I mean, you go from this empty heart to this beating, beautiful heart instead. And so you have really just moved from this level of, an apprentice to this place of being a master, of sharing your emotions and your love. And so during this retrograde, you made significant growth in sharing from your heart instead of just from opinion in your mind. And I love that for you. All right, Sagittarians, if you are looking for more messages of love from above, in addition to these weekly energy updates, I also put out monthly readings for each individual zodiac sign and a few other types of videos throughout the month. So if you don't want to miss out on any of those and get a notification as soon as they are available, if you give this video a little thumbs up by clicking the like button, also, clicking the subscribe button will give you access to the notification bell. When you go in there, there's an option for all. If you click on that, then you'll be notified of any new videos that do come out on my channel. Also, doing those things, it helps spread the Zen Love, and it does help my channel grow in significant ways. Because when you like a video of mine, when you share a video, when you comment on one of my videos, and especially if you subscribe to my channel, doing those things makes the YouTube algorithm so giddy happy. It wants to automatically share my videos with other people as well. So if you feel inspired to do any of those things, I am so very grateful for that. Also, these are general readings, and if you are looking for even more specific information and answers for your specific life, I do offer personal readings, and my recorded personal readings actually even have a sliding price scale. So you can choose a price between like 3 different price points, one that's in more alignment with your budget. So a little more flexibility, and all that information is listed in the description box below. Right, Sagittarians, as you go through this Mercury retrograde post shadow, please know every second of every day of your life that you are unconditionally loved by the creator of all things. And of course, I love you too. You have an amazing week coming up here. I'm sure we'll be in touch very soon. But in the meantime, you hang in there and you take care.